This is like the vintage Halloween jackpot here. Blow mold overload, be it Christmas or Halloween. They've got just about all the old school blow molds that we all know and love. If you're into blow molds, that's one of my favorites right there. I think that this is going to already be a fantastic hunt as soon as you walk in the door and you see nothing but vintage Halloween blow molds smiling at you with their jack-o'-lantern grin. Oh man, this is going to be expensive, I think. Hello again, ghouls and goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today's spooky adventure brings me on a vintage Halloween hunt. That's right, we're looking for vintage goodies today, be it blow molds, cutouts, whatever I can find, you name it. And if we happen to find some modern along the way, then that's just the icing on the cake. But specifically looking for stuff from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s today at this thrift store. Now, I've been here before, and they normally have a decent selection of blow molds. So we're going to go in here and see if they have any. Now, a lot of places in North Carolina, unfortunately, don't put out blow molds or any kind of Halloween decorations until like late August or early September here, because they just don't get on board with doing Halloween year-round like they do at other thrift stores and other parts of the country. I don't know if it's got anything to do with being in the Bible Belt or what, but unfortunately Halloween here, unless it's spooky season, is hard to find. So here's hoping that today I can actually find some vintage Halloween. Am I going to find anything? There's only one way to find out, and that's to join me if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.
All right, so let's go inside this antique market and see what we can find.
Happy Halloween from Kansas 24.
No sooner than I walk in the door, here I am. I'm greeted with all these amazing blow molds, and look at that. This giant Easter bunny just in time for Creepster. The vintage Santa Clauses, all of this stuff. Oh man, this is amazing. There's the jack-o'-lantern with the black cat. There's the one back there wearing the top hat and the little tuxedo. There's the one with like the cornstalk haystack body, whatever you want to call it. I'm just overwhelmed right now. I'm at a loss for words here. There's the guy up there that I do not have, the larger scale one that's wearing like the old hobo style outfit, and another Easter bunny. There's one there with like a masquerade mask. That's the only one right there I don't have. The one that's in like the old brown suede jacket. The ghost with the jack-o'-lantern. Unfortunately, these aren't for sale. They do have a few blow molds for sale, but these are for display purposes only. Thankfully, I have most of these. I even have the little tabletop Santa Claus there. Most of those are from the 1960s. Most of mine were passed on to me from my mom, and they surprisingly have doubles of a lot of this stuff. That's one of my favorites right there. I've even got a mini one that you can put a tea light candle underneath that I got off of Etsy years ago for like $15. I don't know if they still have it or not, but a super cool piece. And this is amazing. This is vintage Halloween at its best right here.
Channel 32 wishes you a happy and safe Halloween.
Now, unfortunately, no Halloween blow molds are for sale, but the two Santa Clauses here are for sale. I believe this larger scale one is from the 1980s, and it's going for $45. Not a bad price for that. It's a little sun-faded, but not a bad price at all. Now, these are like Halloween ornaments, but I thought they were like Halloween earrings. These have got to be from the 1950s. I mean, look at the packaging on this. Doesn't that scream 1950s to you? You've got the jack-o'-lantern, you've got the traditional black cat, and they've even got two of these in stock. Wow, talk about new old dead stock from the 1950s. Those things now are like 70 years old. Let that sink in, and still in the packaging. Here's some more modern Halloween pieces. Here's the little witch shelf sitter, and there's a candy corn tree back here also.
Happy Halloween from WLFL TV 22, your Fox station in Raleigh, Durham, and Fayetteville.
And what have I found hiding back here behind these planters? I've never seen this one before. An old school Wicked Witch blow mold. Down here we've got some vintage trick-or-treat pails. Look at the little ghost one down there. I've got the jack-o'-lantern and the witch's cauldron and that larger one back there.
KNBC 4 Los Angeles.
I love these old antique buildings. Not only do they sell antiques, look at the aluminum Christmas tree there from like the 50s, but the buildings themselves are like early turn of the century, early 1900s. And the smell in these buildings just screams nostalgia. Look at this. There's a toy and prices guide from 20 years ago. I'm digging the old McDonald's Sheriff of Cactus Canyon metal lunchbox, and it's definitely seen its share of school lunch days, probably from the 1970s for this one, I assume. The only thing that can make it cooler is if it was a McDonald's Halloween lunchbox instead.
It was late one night in the castle of the Chicken McNuggets.
What are you making?
Sauce. We're using my mummy's recipe.
Mummy,
This better be good.
It'll be great.
Does your daddy have a recipe?
Now you can get McDonald's Happy Meal pails for
Halloween!
There's a pumpkin pail, a witch, and a ghost that glows in the dark. You can get a different one each week until
Halloween!
Now how is that to set the mood here? This old school TV playing Scooby-Doo doesn't get much better than that. And then down here a stack of Sega Genesis games. Spider-Man versus the X-Men. I used to play the X-Men arcade machine all the time. Back at the grocery store it was that and WrestleFest and The Simpsons. Used to beg my mom for quarters.
Bring it to Aladdin Castle, where the lucky birthday boy or girl gets an Aladdin's Castle t-shirt and $5 worth of tokens free. And each of the birthday guests gets $5 worth of tokens also, plus a certificate for 2 more tokens the next time they visit Aladdin's Castle. And with Flippers Flapper, Great Escape, and Electronic Corral making the same offer with locations all over Southern California, now the entire family can enjoy the thrill of all the latest video games. Aladdin's Castle.
Well, it looks like they've got a little bit of vintage Christmas too. Check out Rudolph up there. Not that that's Rudolph because he doesn't have a red nose, but again, I would say that a lot of this stuff has to be from like the 1950s or the 1960s. Even these Christmas tree ornaments, wow, you don't see them like this anymore. Well, I take that back. Sometimes you see reproduction boxes meant to look like the 50s at places like Home Goods occasionally. Not that I'm into tie-dyed t-shirts, but it is always cool seeing vintage shirts around. Here's a Kiss 1976, size medium, and NSYNC right behind it. I think this Kiss shirt was from Walmart about 10 years ago. It would be better if it was the Kiss makeup kit.
Rock Group wants you to kiss your face. Introducing Kiss Your Face Makeup. Just like the makeup worn by Gene, Paul, Peter, or Ace. Kiss Your Face Makeup has all the equipment you need. Professional makeup, brushes, and cream remover with makeup diagrams so you can look like Gene, look like Paul, look like Peter, or look like Ace. So kiss your face and get your act together. Kiss Your Face Makeup is from Remco.
Now these are vintage. The Ultimate Sin from Ozzy from 86 and Motley Crue Generation Swine when they went grunge in 97. I think this may be the first time I've seen this Kirk Hammett Metallica action figure from McFarlane Toys in 20 years. Last I remember this was at Spencer's way back when. It's kind of cool here. The Ghosts of Dr. Graves. Spooky comic book alert. Too bad it's not Creep Show or Tales from the Crypt from the old EC Comics days. Those would be a way cooler find, but not seeing any of those. Just the Ghosts of Dr. Graves. And you can finish high school at home with this ad on the back.
Do you want to make more money? Then call this free number to find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. At ICS, you can prepare for an exciting career at home in your spare time. Choose from any one of these courses: high school, computer programming, child daycare, TV VCR repair, electrician, or get your degree in business management or accounting.
Call 1-800-424-0700 right now for the free information Sally Struthers spoke about. There's no obligation and no salesman will visit. That's 1-800-424-0700. Call now.
Don't sleep on it. Call now. Sally Struthers is awaiting your phone call to earn more money from home. Who remembers these old drinking glasses? The Smurfs from Hardee's, Muppets from McDonald's. They even have Spuds McKenzie. Was he the Budweiser mascot back in the day? My uncle used to have a Spuds McKenzie poster hanging up in his man cave, but I don't think they referred to him as man caves back in the 80s. It was just his little getaway, but I really remember that poster. The old programs, here from the Circus 16 magazine, Clyde Beatty, Cole Brothers Circus. I remember getting these programs when my parents would take me to the circus, and they're just as big as I remember. This is the Ringling Brothers one. I don't really see the circus come around much anymore, and I don't think I would go if they did, because I hear that they're not so nice to the elephants and the animals in the show, so that kind of ruined it for me. But I do have great memories of it as a kid when I would go, but now no.
Guess what Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus has in store for you? The most dazzling, exciting, death-defying, spectacular show of thrills, chills, and laughter. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth.
Now playing the Anaheim Convention Center through August 14, opens Long Beach Arena August 16th. Tickets at Ticketron.
And they've even got some old Playmates Simpsons action figures. Unfortunately, none of them represent the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. If they did, that would be a cool addition to any spooky collection. I remember seeing these at Kmart way back when. Who had a recorder?
Thursday, it's Halloween at The Simpsons.
Behold mighty Caesar in all his glory.
The Simpsons. And you're invited to a haunted Halloween party.
We've come for you, Martin.
Man, can we all just get along?
Martin. Then, Alex and Rita have been waiting for the right time and the right place. Thursday, the wait is over. An all-new episode of The Heights, following The Simpsons and Martin. Thursday on Fox.
All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. As expected, they had a ton of blow molds. Unfortunately, I already own most of those Halloween ones and the Christmas ones, but how ironic that they had the Easter ones out, because Creepster is coming up right around the corner. Unfortunately, Creepster still hasn't caught on yet, and it doesn't seem to be a thing. But here's hoping that eventually Creepster will catch on and we'll start seeing creepy Easter merchandise in stores like we do for Valentine's Day, for Halloween, for Creepmas, for Christmas. I don't know, what could we call Thanksgiving? There was a movie called Thanksgiving, but I don't think we want to call it that, because that's a little extreme. But I don't know. St. Patrick's Day, I mean, we just got the Leprechaun, and Home Depot last year had the Leprechaun animatronic, so that's pretty cool. So if you got that, definitely set that out for St. Patrick's Day this year for 2026. And I do all things holiday related, retro related, spooky related here on the channel. So if you like this type of content and you're new here, how about slashing that subscribe button and joining the club? And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky